Welcome to the Cosmic Busker. My name is Bobby Cody. More evidence Earth smashed into another planet. I've done a few videos in the past, a long time ago, probably I think it was longer than a year ago. Did about 2 or 3 at least videos on this. It's a hypothesis I have that essentially the Earth collided with another planet. This is, mainstream scientists have had this hypothesis, but their hypothesis is different from mine. And I'm going to make that distinction in this video. But essentially, what I found is this news article that provides further evidence that Earth did, in fact, collide with another planet. So I want to go through that, and as we go through this article, I'm going to delineate how this relates to my hypothesis that Earth has collided with another planet before, and I'll make the distinction between the mainstream hypothesis that the news article talks about and my own hypothesis as well. So let's go into that right now. This is a Sputnik article. I'll provide a link down below to it. Headline reads, "Remains of long extinct alien world may rest beneath Earth's surface, scientists say." As I stated, this is from Sputnik, is the website this comes from. It's a news website. I believe it's a Russian news website. I got this off of Google News. The article was written by Andrei Dergelin. It was written on March 27th, 2021. So let's go into the article right now. A summarization of the article states, the researchers argue that certain large masses located deep underground may be the product of a prehistoric planetary collision. While the so-called giant impact hypothesis postulates that an ancient Mars-sized planet called Theia collided with Earth about 4.5 billion years ago, with some of the debris produced by that collision coalescing into what eventually became the Moon, a team of researchers now suggests that parts of that hypothesized alien world may still remain beneath the surface of our planet Earth. So now, as you can see here, mainstream scientists speculate that this theoretical planet called Theia collided with Earth about 4.5 billion years ago. My hypothesis is, and I'm going to provide some cards up here so that you can click on the different videos I've done in this regard. My hypothesis is that it wasn't 4.5 billion years ago, that long ago. It was relatively recent, about 260 million years ago, if I remember correctly. And that the evidence in that regard is overwhelming. We have the extinction of the dinosaurs. We know that something massive collided with our planet to make the dinosaurs extinct. It was the largest extinction ever. I think it's called the Permian Extinction event. I believe that it was a planetary collision, not just some asteroid that came and wiped out the dinosaurs. And I also point for evidence in this regard to our plate tectonic system. Earth, as we know it, is the only planet with a plate tectonic system. Essentially, the Earth, while it's a sphere that's made of these different plates on the surface. And these plates are these cracked plates that move around on the surface. Well, why do we have these cracked plates on the surface? What caused that? A planetary collision. It happened 260 million years ago that destroyed the dinosaurs and is known as the Permian Extinction event. So that's my hypothesis. And my hypothesis is also that the asteroid belt, which is located between Mars and Jupiter, is evidence of that collision, and that in fact Earth was originally between Mars and Jupiter. It was a a much larger planet between Mars and Jupiter. I also point to evidence, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put a card to this as well. We found this evidence in regard to the solar system as well. Our solar system is very unusual. Most solar systems have pretty large Earth-like planets right in the location where our asteroid belt is. Earth is just about the only planet we've seen with small Earth, like an Earth planet, close to the sun. All the rest of the planets we've seen have large Earths out around the asteroid belt, the location where the asteroid belt is in our solar system. The reason our solar system is so unique is because that planet that was where, all the rest of the solar systems have large planets where the asteroid belt is. We had that too in our solar system. That large planet got destroyed. A remnant of that large planet flew off and became Earth. It came a little closer to the sun, got captured by the sun, and is now the planet Earth. But the Earth was initially a much larger planet in the asteroid belt. So I've done several videos in this regard. I'll put up cards to them so you can see this. There's a whole bunch of evidence. It's not just geological, it's astronomical, all kinds of evidence in this regard. I also did a video where I show that Pangea. Initially we had the Earth. On the Earth there was one continent, and that continent broke up. Why did that continent break up? Again, it's this same collision with a planet that Earth underwent. So anyway, let's go further into this article. It says scientists point at the existence of the large low shear velocity provinces, also they call them LLSVPs, two gigantic masses located deep below ground. So let you know, I believe what they mean when they talk about large low shear velocity provinces is essentially that there's these huge masses, large gigantic masses in the Earth. And by low shear means they don't get deformed. They maintain their integrity for whatever reason. And that's why they call them large low shear. Low shear means they don't get deformed. But while previous theories suggested these masses were, for example, parts of the Earth's core, which is broken away, as the Daily Express points out, researchers now argue that these may be the results of the aforementioned planetary collision. And as I stated, I think that planetary collision was what destroyed the dinosaurs. I'm certain of it, and I think the evidence is overwhelming. Let's go further on to this article. A giant impact hypothesis is one of the most examined models for the formation of moon, but direct evidence indicating the existence of the impactor, Theia, remains elusive. Again, Theia is that hypothetical planet that is smashed into Earth. Qian Wan, a PhD candidate studying mantle dynamics at Arizona State University, explained in the materials presented at the Lunar and Planetary Science Conference. We demonstrate that Theia's mantle may be several percent intrinsically denser than Earth's mantle, which enables the Theia mantle materials to sink to the Earth's lowermost mantle and accumulate into thermochemical piles that may cause the seismically observed LLSVPs. And again, when I talk about the large low shear velocity provinces, they're much denser, as they state here, so they don't get deformed. They're not easily deformed because they're stronger, they're denser. The researchers further argued that simulations of the aforementioned impact event suggest that at least some intact pieces of Theia's mantle may have persisted in the Earth's mantle throughout Earth's history. The primitive materials may originate from the LLSVPs, which is well explained if the LLSVPs preserve Theia's mantle materials that are older than the giant impact, the team states. So that's it. I just found this. For me, it's further evidence that my hypothesis is correct. I encourage you to take a look at the videos that I've created in this regard. I think they're pretty convincing, and they were done a while ago, so you know, they're buried way back in my older videos. So I want to encourage people to take a look at them and see what I state in this regard. So thanks everybody for watching. Want everybody to like, share, subscribe, comment, please, all that good stuff, and hoping to have another video up for you soon. Thanks for watching.